Tangela too, and our host, Vincent Landau, and he brings it to you! Creature features, and all creatures, and all creatures! And the creature gonna get you tonight. You better not turn out your bedroom light. He'll grab your head and give it such a bite. You may even die, just from a fright. You ain't nothing gonna be, baby. You ain't nothing gonna be alright. 'Cause the creature gonna get you, baby. Don't get you tonight.
Welcome to Creature Features. I'm your fashionably fabulous host, Vincent. With me is my tireless valet, Mr. Livingston. And to this side we have nobody. Where is she this time?
Behind you, immersed in art.
Ah, well, let her be then. It's nice to see her using her creative skills for something less destructive than cleverly designed remote explosive triggers. Onward. Tangela's foray into the world of pen, paper, and ink is in no doubt inspired by tonight's wonderful guest. For with us will be the splendidly talented artist and animator, Dave Woodman. He's worked on some fabulous films and TV programs, including Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast, The Little Mermaid, and too many more to list in this short introduction. He'll tell us about what life was like working for a mouse, chat us up about his other works, and chime in about tonight's film, which is 1941's King of the Zombies. An interesting film that stars a handful of actors I've never heard of prior. I haven't seen this film yet, but I'm sure that it somehow revolves around zombies and the monarch to which they have sworn their allegiance. How did she do? Show it to the audience.
I do not believe this would be appropriate for broadcast television.
Oh, nonsense. Let me see that. Tangela, do show this to Andrew first, and perhaps we can officially unveil it during the letters segment. If I can distract her for a moment, will you be so kind as to nick that monstrosity from her and pitch it into the furnace?
Absolutely.
In any case, don't go away, because it's going to be another night of animated zombie fright right here on Creature Features.
Sometimes she petrifies me.
You and me both, my good fellow. Stay tuned.
Portions of this program are sponsored by DoorTech, distributor of quality commercial doors nationwide.
Welcome to Creature Features. It's that time of the week. You know, I always start the show that way, and they don't know what I mean. They think, oh, it's time to do the laundry or time to take out the garbage. No, it's Creature Feature time, and we're going to have fun. You know why? Because we've got Dave Woodman from, I don't know if I should say you're from Disney or you're at Disney or...
I'm a Disney artist.
A Disney artist. But, you've done so much more.
Yes.
I hate to pigeonhole you into this little channel because you've done a lot of other things as
Usually
well,
what people want to know about first is Disney, so that's fine.
All right. Dave Woodman from Disney. He's done absolutely incredible stuff. He's brought some of his art. And I was looking at some of this. It's incredible. How do you do that?
I'll show you.
All right. You actually do a demo?
Why not? Why not?
No, that'd take too much time.
Yeah, well, next time.
But you make all kinds. You make jewelry. I
do.
Right.
I made this. This is made out of the car from It's a Mad, 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 Mad World. I hiked down the mountain and I got
fit an
it.
entire car into that one pendant.
Pieces.
This man knows physics as well. So anyways, we're going to chat with you, and we're going to watch King of the Zombies. Have you seen this one?
No, I can't wait.
I don't know what to think of this film. I have not seen it either. I've watched like a small snippet. And, things were different in 1941. quite different. So we'll see. This is not Night of the Living Dead. So if you're expecting like the sequel to Night of the Living Dead, you're not going to get it here tonight. Anyways, all right, so let's start the film, and when we come back, we're going to take a look at some of your work, right?
All right, Vincent.
All right.
Thank you.
You stay with us. You guys stay with us, and I'm stuck here.
Calling. Hello?
Any luck, Mac?
Nah, I can't even scare off a news broadcast.
Where do you think we are?
Search me. We lost a beam hours ago. Probably somewhere between Cuba and Puerto Rico.
Is it that bad?
It ain't good.
Uh-oh. I knowed I wasn't cut out to be no blackbird.
If you had those weather gadgets of yours set up, we wouldn't have gotten into this mess.
Now, if that new Navy base gets a weather bureau now, it'll be a miracle.
Mr. Bill, is this the spot where Admiral Wainwright's plane turned up missing last week?
Yeah.
Uh-oh, look out, Admiral. Here we come.
Try to contact him again, Mac.
Hello? McCarthy calling. Plane C-108 calling. Why don't somebody answer? We're lost, do you hear? Lost. Not a murmur.
How's the gas holding out?
That's something else again.
Well, there are plenty of small islands down here. Better go down, find a spot for a landing.
That's what I'll... Wait a minute. There's something coming in. That's a new lingo to me. I don't understand it.
Think we're near a radio station?
Well, the way it's coming in, we must be right over that transmitter.
Well, that's a break.
Well, I'm going down and take a look. Hold on, boys. There's a clearing ahead. I think I can make it.
Think. Did you say think? That means what I think it means. They sure don't waste no time around here. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. They can't do this here to me. Let me out of here. Let me out of here. Let me out of here. Now let me out of here.
Hey, what's the matter with you?
Good gracious. Is that you, Mr. Bill? Did they have you in a hole, too?
What are you talking about? What do you mean, have me in a hole?
Ain't we dead?
Of course we're not dead.
I thought I was a little off-color to be a ghost.
Oh, there's no such thing as ghosts, Jeff.
Ain't? Well, what's that then?
That's no ghost. Come on.
I can't. My foot done took the root.
Hey, what are you trying to do? Scare us to death? Hey, you're hurt.
I'm all right. Just a crack on the noggin.
Where are we? Search me. It looks like somebody's marble orchard.
Graveyard. That's a fine spot for a crack-up.
Well, let's look around. Somebody must live around here. Come on.
Quiet, will you? What you trying to do? Wake up the dead?
matter? Do you hear something?
No, sir, just my heart trying to jump out of my chest.
That's drums.
Drums. That's my cue for me to start parading out of here.
Look. It's a creepy-looking place. Sure dark. Suppose anybody lives in there?
In that haunted house? If they do, they sleep on slabs.
Well, let's find out.
Not me. Y'all going in there. I ain't going in that mausoleum. I'm gonna stay right here until I change my mind. Oh, wait a minute. I done changed my mind.
Ring the bell, Jeff.
Oh, Mr. Bill, you the one who wants to go in there. You ring the bell. Sound like an ice cream man.
Nobody here.
Who's that?
Welcome to my humble home.
Thank you. We were just...
I know. Your plane crashed in the jungle.
Oh, yes. How did you know?
Very little happens on this island that I do not know about. Mama, we have guests. Prepare the library. Have these gentlemen's bags brought in. Oh, excuse me, gentlemen. May I introduce myself? I'm Dr. Mikhail Sangre, late of Vienna. Follow me, Jim.
Mr. Bill, let's get out of here.
Oh, don't be silly, Jeff. Go on.
Oh, that man ain't no doctor. There's something wrong here. Well, that's Slim Galley.
You must forgive us, please, if we seem unprepared. Visitors are rare in this house.
I'm afraid we're the ones to apologize, Doctor, for walking in on you like this.
Not at all. It's a pleasure, I can assure you.
Well, I'm Bill Summers. This is Mr. McCarthy.
Glad to know you, Doc.
My valet, Jefferson.
Jefferson Jackson is my name. You see, I was named after my grandpappy. He was the president of the Knights of the Pink Garters.
Ah, you have been hurt.
Ah, it's nothing. Just a crack on the head.
Nothing, you say. The slightest injury on this island often proves fatal.
What do you mean?
The climate, and yet,
Yet what?
they say that evil spirits lurk here, waiting to prey on the injured.
Ha! That's a lot of bunk.
Maybe. How about a spot of brandy to warm me up?
Fine.
Mamba, Brandwein. My servant intrigues you.
Is that one of the spirits that you was talking about?
Mamba, no. It's true he reflects the mood of this house, but he's not as sinister as he looks. Gentlemen, the finest brandy in all Europe. I brought it here myself. To your arrival. A most fortunate accident for me.
I'm afraid our arrival was no accident.
You mean to say you came here purposely?
No, not in the sense you mean. See, we were on our way to the Bahamas when the storm blew us off our course. We heard your broadcast, so here we are.
Broadcast? You must be mistaken. There was no broadcast from this island. Your ears must have played you tricks. There is no radio within miles of here. However, boats do stop here fairly often.
How often?
Well, the next one is due in about 2 weeks' time. However, I hope you will be my guest in the meantime.
I'm afraid we'll have to, Doctor. Thank you.
Well, that's settled then. Let me show you to your rooms.
Guests of the show stay at Hotel E on Courthouse Square in Santa Rosa.
You know, Dave, does every zombie film start with people crashing on some kind of island?
Seems like it.
Yeah, they should come up with something better to introduce zombies. They don't all live on islands, television movie producers, right?
Right.
They should put you in charge.
Oh, I thought you had a better idea.
Yeah, I think I'm going to write a zombie film.
Go for it.
Tonight, before I go to bed. All right, we are here with Mr. Dave Woodman, Disney animator extraordinaire. And you brought some of your work.
I did, from
We're going to
Disney.
show some of your work, right? I need glasses. I want to look at the details on these.
Here you go.
These are actual cells?
Yes. This is
Right.
a drawing from the movie, Little
Right.
Mermaid.
So the
we
sketch.
would draw Ursula. Another team put in Ariel.
Right. Let's see the sketch.
There you go, Vincent.
Oh, so this is like a beginning sketch. Hopefully we could pop this one up on the screen. Oh my goodness, this is the same shot.
Yeah, same scene.
Oh, well, let's put this rubbish away and look at this. Oh my God, that's glorious. This is absolutely beautiful. And you can
And Ursula, of course.
you can make an entire film from pieces of plastic like this.
Yes. And then the background stays, so the plastic changes, makes them
I
the
don't
illusion
have
of
the
life.
patience. I don't have the patience. You know, I think to be an animator, you have to have patience, right? And then some kind of degree.
I miss this every day of my life. I loved it. Loved it.
Doing animation. This one's wonderful. All right, here's
The
another one.
hand-drawn?
This is the same creature.
Same creature.
Ursula?
Ursula. Pat
Ursula.
Terrell.
Ursula. Right. I'm going to try to pop these up as well. These are absolutely incredible. I mean, all this work for one frame
Yeah,
of
1/24th.
one film.
1/24th of a second.
1/24th of a second. Because you do 24 frames per second.
That's right.
It's math. I'm learning math.
Here's
And
Prince,
this is...
Prince Eric.
Oh, Prince. This is from the same film, right?
Yes.
Oh, he's got the dog as well.
Max.
These
Little
are great.
Mermaid.
So, your part in this film was what?
The drawings, the
You
lines,
actually did the drawings.
the line work that you see on the screen.
My goodness. But somebody else comes in and paints the color.
Yeah, on the back.
'Cause
They're
you have
painted on the back of the cell.
You have a colorist. Right. It's important that colorists have work, too.
Oh yeah.
So, how long were you with Disney?
There's the feature unit for 4 years, and then for 2 years at the television unit.
So, the animation unit, the feature unit,
Feature.
is in Burbank? Is it all in Burbank?
It was, yeah, it still is. Is it
Still
still
is?
there? I don't know. Since
You know,
it's digital,
been-
I'm not sure
It's
whether.
been years.
I-
I,
I-
you know, I moved and I did not go back.
Well, I love it there.
It's been like
I got to work
6,
on
8 years.
I got to work on Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, The Little Mermaid, and The Prince and the Pauper with Mickey Mouse.
How wonderful. So when you went to, you said you went to the television unit? And
Yes.
what was that?
Where was that?
No, I mean,
What
what kind
for,
of work?
For 101 Dalmatians. I got to design the
Oh,
costumes.
so you're still doing animation?
Yeah.
Oh.
I got to design the costumes for Cruella de Vil.
The
101
costumes
Dalmatians.
on the animation,
Yeah.
not the live action.
Not the live
All right,
action.
right. That's wonderful. Absolutely incredible.
for the TV series, 101
So
Dalmatians.
you can also put on your resume that you're a fashion designer, right?
Why not?
Right? I mean, why
I could
not?
do anything.
I would.
I could do
You know,
anything.
I've always puffed up my resumes. It looks good if you're trying to find a job. All right, well, we got to get back to this film, but when we come back, we're going to see some more of your amazing work. But first, let's get back to King of the Zombies. I kind of like this film.
I like it.
All right, off we go. See you soon.
Didn't we just leave him downstairs in the library?
Oh, he wanted to make sure that your room was warm and comfortable before you got here.
He sure gets around fast, don't he?
Mr. Summers, this is your room. Mr. McCarthy's. Your quarters adjoin.
Excuse me, Mr. Doctor, but didn't you forget something?
I think not.
No?
No.
What about me?
You will be taken care of.
That's what I'm afraid of.
In the 7th quarters. Mumba will show you the way.
Mamba? That goblin? Do I have to go with him alone?
He won't hurt you if he likes you.
And if he don't? Oh, Mr. Bill, does I have to? Can I stay up here with you?
No. You understand. I don't wish to be harsh, but it might set a bad example for the other servants.
Certainly. It'll be all right, Jeff.
For who?
Mumba. Dieser Kaffer nach unten.
You ain't by any chance a member of the Mystic Knight of the Pink Goddess, is you? No? Harlem never was like this.
Dinner at 8 o'clock. Make yourselves at home. And I'll get something for your head, Mr. McCarthy.
Thank you, Doctor.
What do you think?
I don't know what to think. Are you sure we were flying over this island when we picked up that broadcast?
I'd swear to it on a stack of Bibles. And you notice the lingo he was talking to that banshee?
You mean it was the same?
Nothing else but. It was the same blather we heard on the radio, and I wouldn't be surprised if it was the same voice.
Oh, pardon me. I should have knocked. Here you are, Mr. McCarthy. Your head will be as good as new in no time.
Phew. If it was in me, I sure would be pale now.
Samantha.
Well, I do declare. Hello there, Bright Eyes. Where did you come from?
Alabama.
Alabama. Ain't that nice? After gallivanting around with a hatchet face, you is a pleasant surprise.
Is you my new associate?
Is I? Well, if I ain't, that's what I'm thinking of. Hey, who is that, Methuselah?
Kahama.
I know a museum that would give a fortune just to have her under glass.
What's a museum?
That's where they keep dead things.
Oh, like here.
Hmm? What's cooking?
That's brew.
Brew? Home brew at this day and age? Why, don't you people know that prohibition has been repealed?
Taste.
I don't care if I do.
How's it taste?
I don't know, but it ain't kosher. What's it for?
It's a magic potion for scaring away the evil spirits.
Evil spirits? Good gracious of me. Well, it is evil spirits around here.
Why, sure, the place is crawling with them. And that ain't all.
What, there's more?
Mo, you ain't heard nothing. Just wait till you see the zombies.
Zombies? What's them?
Dead folks. What walks around?
They does? Here?
Especially here.
Why here especially?
'Cause this is where they grows the best. They's all over this place. And all you have to do is clap your hands, and they comes a-running.
Who is they? Who is they?
Zombies?
Wow!
What kept you so long?
Wow! Mr. Bill! Mr. Bill! Mr. Bill!
What's the matter, Jack?
I seen them.
You saw what?
They're all over the place. They're everywhere.
What's everywhere?
Hands, big black ones with frozen faces, with eyes that looks at you and they don't see nothing.
What's he talking about?
Oh, zombies. Mr. Bill, let's get out of here. Why, this place is a walking cemetery.
Wait a minute, Jeff. What's this all about? What's a zombie?
Well, a zombie, there's, Mr. Bill, there's...
The living dead.
The living dead.
That's it. That's what it is. Dead folks was too lazy to lay down.
Your servant seems to have learned a lot in the short time he has been here.
Nothing I ain't willing to unlearn just as quick.
I'm afraid Jeff's been seeing things.
Ain't it the truth?
Where did you see these zombies?
Mr. Bill, I saw them down into the kitchen. They walked in there just like they owned the place.
Undoubtedly some of my servants.
No, sir, not them babies. Why, they is fugitives from the undertakers.
If it is true what he says, it might be amusing to see these creatures for ourselves. In the kitchen, you said?
Yes, sir. That's the way I seen them.
Shall we investigate?
Sounds a little crazy. Sorry with me, I guess. How about you, Mac?
Yeah, sure. I don't mind.
Superstition plays a very important part in the life of these West Indian natives. Puss. This is our kitchen. Crude and rather antiquated, but adequate for our simple needs. Samantha,
Yes, master?
have you seen any zombies here?
No, master.
Have you, Tahama?
Tahama cooks for the living, not the dead.
You see?
You better get yourself a pair of glasses, Jeff.
Oh, Mr. Bill, I don't need no glasses. I saw them with my own eyes. Samantha, you was standing right beside of me when them two perishables walked in.
The only perishable thing around here is you, big boy. You've been dreaming.
Dreaming? I never dreamt a dream like that in my wildest nightmare. Mr. Bill, they was the real McCoy.
He tasted my brew, made him drunk.
Oh, Mr. Bill, don't pay no attention to her. I wasn't drunk. You got to believe me.
You better take it easy, Jeff, and lay off that brew.
Now that we have convinced ourselves there were no zombies here, let's retire to the library.
That's for me.
No, you stay here. Look out for more zombies.
Woman, you is a prevaricator.
Don't you prevaricate me. You didn't see no zombies. You just thinks you did.
Think. I don't think that good. I seen them and you did too. You told me that all I had to do was to clap.
Stop him! Don't do that.
I thought so.
Mister, there's something that ain't never no good for nobody to do no time. Much less going around blabbing off your big mouth about.
You mean that Mr. Sanders don't like for nobody to know that he got zombies around here?
That's right.
How come? What'd he do, grow them?
No, but he sure cultivates them.
What for?
That's his own business. And if you're smart, you'll keep your big nose out of it.
Is you telling me?
Portions of Creature Features are brought to you by the Winchester Mystery House in San Jose, California. Explore the mystery at winchestermysteryhouse.com.
Welcome back to the show. Mr. Dave had to step out to get more stuff, right?
Stuff.
He's got some amazing stuff.
He's quite talented.
And he's going to bring in more stuff. Talented stuff. It's a good thing.
Oh, he's talented.
Right, right. So anyways, we've got Tangeli here instead, but he'll be back with us on the next segment. But let's do mail, right?
Right.
Right. What do you got for me, Mr. Livingston? A note.
A note.
All right, this first note is from Rick Hager. Where's he from? Oh, this is Rick from Ohio. I like Ohio. Have you ever been?
Once.
You know, they've got better hamburgers in Ohio than anywhere else in the world. I think they invented it. It's a gourmet dish in that country. It's a true story. This is Rick from Ohio. I just wanted to say I recently discovered your show on YouTube. I have become an instant fan. I love the old movies you show, the interior of Polta Manor, the beautifully dainty yet dangerous Tangella. She is rather dainty, is she not? The dashing and debonair butler with the coolest voice in the world, Livingston. And, of course, the irrepressible host with the most, the charming and charismatic Vincent Van Dahl. You know, I think you should be doing, like, the introduction for us. You know, imagine if he shouted this out in announcer voice. It would be really nice. All right. Do you guys ever do conventions or tour in the Midwest? I would love to meet you in person. Keep up the great work and know that I am tuned in every Saturday night at 10 p.m. We're on at 9 p.m., Rick. So I hope you're not tuning in at 10 p.m. because you're missing the first hour of the show. And you're missing some of Tangella as well. Do we do conventions? Yes, we do. We haven't done any this year for some reason.
Yeah, it's complicated.
All right. Maybe next year we're going to do some more. We would love to go to Ohio, but, you know, I don't think we have any stations in Ohio, do we?
I'll have to look it up.
Right. But as far as I know, we have no stations. So you need to write to your local station and say, put on creature features. And then we have a reason we have to go besides hanging out with Rick, which we would like to do.
Indeed.
But if we can go for an entire station of people, that would be better as well. Thanks for writing, Rick. Next up, Mr. Livingston.
Snail Mail.
Snail Mail. What's up, Tangella? You're so quiet tonight.
She's a bit peeved about us not showing her drawing.
Well, I understand she lost it somehow. You could draw another one. Just don't draw that, please. All right. J.A. Norton, SFCA.
San Francisco, California.
Oh, I should know these things by now. All right, a handwritten note. I like these because they're done with love. All right, dear Vincent, I am fascinated by Tangella. Aren't we all? What the heck does she eat? Spiders, centipedes, or bats? She's strictly vegetarian, so none of those things would work. What exactly is your relationship with her? Is she your ward, charity case, or girlfriend? You're definitely my ward and charity case. She's the one that calls me at 3 o'clock in the morning with a bail bondsman. So what do you call that person?
A ward.
A ward. You should award her to someone else. And finally, when brooding manservant Livingston cleans the mansion, does he invert her using her hair to mop the floors? You know, I like that story. But he doesn't clean. I mean, he wipes sometimes, right?
Dusts.
He dusts. But he doesn't have to. He only does it because he wants to. We've got staff who does the dirty work. He does the business side of the manor. All right, cheers, Joshua Norton. Well, that was an interesting note. Girlfriend. Can you imagine that? I would shoot myself in the face if I had a girlfriend like that. All right, last letter. Or she would. All right, this one's from Stevie B in Carmel, California. We're all California except for Ohio.
Ohio.
All right, that works. Stevie B in, you know, it's spelled I-E. Could that be a female? Stevie I-E?
I don't think it matters.
All right. Dear Vincent, Mr. Livingston, and Tangella, I enjoy watching creature features on YouTube. You should try to get more YouTubers as guests. Maybe a YouTube guitarist. A YouTuber as a guest. Well, we had Gary Beekler,
yes.
Right? He's got Nerdrotic. He was he or she is right. We should get more YouTubers because, you know, they're more famous than movie stars now. Right?
I thought.
Not a guitarist.
No.
Yeah, no more music, Stevie B. That it?
That's it.
All right, that is it for letters. Okay. If you would like to send us a letter yourself by email, send it to the address you see appearing down here. Or if you'd like to send somebody in the post, like Rick from Ohio, send it to this address appearing here. We're going to be right back with Mr. Woodman in a moment, but first let's get back to King of the Zombies.
Alice, you're down early, my dear. Permit me. My wife, Madame Sangley. Mr. Summers, Mr. McCarthy, our guests.
How do you do, Madame Sangre?
Howdy.
My wife isn't quite herself. She suffers from a strange malady which I'm trying to cure. Here is a peculiar case in contrast to that of the zombies, which your servant claims to have seen, where supposedly they are dead, yet retain a certain amount of animation. She lives, yet walks in the land of those beyond. Forgive us if we intruded. I didn't know you preferred drinking alone.
I was a little nervous. I thought it might make me feel better.
Of course. Permit me. Mr. Summers, Mr. McCarthy, Miss Barbara Winslow, my niece.
By marriage. The doctor, my uncle has told me of your unfortunate accident. How long do you suppose it will take you to repair the plane and leave?
Barbara, how can you talk of leaving to our guests when they have only just arrived?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it that way.
You see, my niece doesn't like this little island. She can only think of it in terms of departure.
Any place that don't set well with me, miss, I ups and leaves.
Unfortunately, that's easier said than done. None may leave this island if he so chooses.
How's that?
Oh, of course, I'm only speaking about myself and my family. You see, we are Austrian refugees, had to flee without passports. We had no choice.
But we're different, huh?
Naturally. You wouldn't be on this island if it hadn't been for your crash. Isn't that so, Mr. Summers?
Well, that's about the size of it. You know, I'm beginning to think these islands are bad luck for planes.
Oh, I don't understand.
About a week ago, one of our Navy planes disappeared in the same region.
Oh, anyone of importance?
Yep. Admiral Wainwright, one of our ranking admirals.
Mm-hmm. He was on his way to Panama, mission of some sort for the government.
How unfortunate. Well, of course, I will inform the natives first thing in the morning, and if they can learn of your admiral, I will certainly let you know.
Thank you, Doctor.
Excuse me. I see you take an interest in my collection.
Yeah, they are kind of curious.
They constitute my hobby, gathered from all over the world. Relics, symbols of black magic, lycanthropy, voodoo.
Is that so?
Why so? You are Irish, are you not?
Sure, anybody can see that.
Well, that should be of special interest to you.
Why me?
Because it comes from your country. The ceremonial mask worn by the ancient Druid high priests during the rites of transmigration.
Transmigration?
Yes, it means the transfer of the soul of the dead to the body of the living.
Ain't that kind of tough on the living?
Perhaps so. But I know of many who would benefit by a new soul.
Lots of people don't believe in that junk anymore, Doc.
Well, I hear that in Ireland a good many do.
I don't know about that.
Dinner is served.
Very interesting, Mr. McCarthy, isn't it?
Very.
The inconvenience of the material body always demanding to be fed. Come, my dear.
The idea of me doing skullduggery in the kitchen. Why, that ain't no business for a man who used to resorting with big shots.
Who you trying to fool? Well, the only big shot around these here parts is Dr. Sangre. And I sure know you ain't no pal of his'n.
I don't intend to be. Why, that Dr. Sangre is a little shot compared with Mr. Bill.
Who say?
I said. And you know why?
Did you hear me inquire?
It's a secret. But I'll tell you if you promise not to tell a living soul.
Oh, I won't. Leastwise, not no living soul.
Leastwise? Why, a woman, is you keeping company with a zombie?
Does I look like a widow? What's the secret about Mr. Bill?
Well, he's on a little special business for the government.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're gonna send him all the way to the Bahamas.
Sabata. Tahama. Nakabenshaven.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
It's most 12 o'clock. The witching hour.
Witching hour? What do that mean?
It means you better be in bed or the Haints will get you.
Haints? Haints?
It's their feeding time.
You don't have to play no second chord for me to find out who that means. Where's that bed?
You stay here.
Oh, mister, I got a date with a dream.
You stay here.
Oh, couldn't we flip a coin or something to see if I stay or else?
Pay no attention to anything you see or hear.
Pleasant dreams.
Nighty-night, sugar pie.
Remember.
How can I forget to remember? Don't worry, mister. I couldn't get out of here if I wanted to. Boy, I was petrified. Where there's light, there's hope. Boy, I need all the hopes that I can dig up tonight. I sure wish I'd learned to burn a candle on both ends. That's more like it. If I just had me a couple of Lenox Avenue streetlights, I could really sleep. Witching hour, feeding time for the hands, and I'm caught in the kitchen. My goodness, fire eaters. Don't come close to me. I ain't no filming you.
Night, gentlemen.
Come on, Doctor.
Mr. Bill, they're after me, they're after me.
Now what?
The zombies, they've been trying to get me.
Again?
Is your servant always like that, Mr. Summers?
This ain't no laughing matter, Dr. Sanders. You fooled me once before, but you can't do it this time because I seen him with my own eyes.
He seems to be troubled with hallucinations.
No, sir. Zombies, that's what I'm troubled with. You know what, Mr. Bill? Why, they tried to have me for dinner.
Nonsense. Zombies don't eat meat.
That ain't the way I heard it.
Oh, the crack-up must have given him a concussion. You'll be all right in the morning, Jeff, as soon as you have a good night's rest.
You right about me needing rest, but I can't get it sleeping down there in that morgue.
Well, you can stay up here with us.
Mr. Bill, them is the joyfulest words that I ever heard.
Oh, we have so much room in this house, there's no need for him to sleep here. I'll give him an opiate.
You ain't giving me nothing.
But this is so irregular.
Let him stay here, Doc. I know how he feels, and I don't blame him a bit.
Oh, forgive me. I forgot. After all, he is your servant. Good night, gentlemen.
Come on, Doc.
Good gracious of me.
This joint gives me the willies.
I second the motion.
Well, I'm not crazy about it either, but there's nothing we can do about it.
That's what you think. Nobody leaves this island, huh? Well, I'm getting off it if I have to swim.
And me right behind you. You know that Dr. Sanders has got the hex on us.
Now you're both jumping at your own shadows.
Shadows? I don't throw them kind of shadows that I saw down in that kitchen. Why, Mr. Bill, this place is zombified, but good.
Ah, forget it, Jeff.
There may be something to that zombie gag, Bill. I've heard of them.
Ah, go on. When a man's dead, he's dead.
Well, supposing he's dead and don't know it.
Forget it, will you, Jeff? Go on to bed.
Where am I going to sleep?
I'll sleep there on the couch.
Right over here?
Hey. What's that?
That's a generator as sure as there's shamrocks in Ireland.
Maybe it's for the electric lights.
Have you seen electric lights around here?
Maybe they ain't screwed them in yet.
There's only one reason for a generator to be on this island. Radio.
I don't get it. Why would he lie about the radio when...
That's one of the things that got me mixed up. But let me tell you this. If we live through the night and that radio on the plane is okay, I'm going to camp on it tomorrow like scare up a gunboat.
Guests of the show stay at Hotel E on Courthouse Square in Santa Rosa.
mess.
It's supposed to be.
Yeah, who does your hair? I need to go see.
I was lucky I got up and it looked like this morning.
No, you look like Hercules. I like that look. I'd make a good Hercules. I just have to kill. You know, actually my hair looks curly like that if it rains or if it's foggy. My hair is curly and it needs to be like manually forced into this position.
It's a lot of work.
All right, welcome back to the show. We are talking about my hair and our guest, Dave Woodman. He's a Disney animator, but he's done lots of other stuff like toys. We're going to show you those in a minute. But really quick, this film, a haunted mansion and a zombie film. You know, that tells me that we could do a zombie film here because this place is somewhat haunted.
Perfect.
I'm told. No, we've been having trouble. It's been bad. It's like things are being moved now, and toilets are flushing for no reason, and plumbing is missing.
That's great, as long as they don't hurt you.
No. Well, it cost me a small fortune in repair bills to have somebody come and replace a Victorian toilet.
Yeah.
And, you know, we thought it was Tangela, but this happened when she was gone one day, so there's something else going on. Anyways, The Simpsons. What in God's name is this?
That's the first Simpsons toys ever. I sculpted them.
You sculpted these?
I sculpted this.
So you're not just an animator. You make physical things.
I do all kinds of stuff. And yep.
This is a collector's item.
Yes. Before you ever saw The Simpsons, that's what they called me in and they said, we're on the cutting edge. There's a new series coming out that it's based on that Tracy Ullman show thing. And
oh my goodness.
Before anybody knew what they would look like dimensional, that's what I came up with.
So you like brought The Simpsons to reality. You didn't even have to. You skipped the entire part where you animate them on the show, and you brought them into real life.
Kids
you need
have
to
told
put
me
that on your resume as well.
Why not?
That's a good idea.
Thank you.
It's a good idea. The Simpsons. I love that show.
Kids have told me they remember playing with these when they were little. That makes me happy.
No, these must be worth something. All right, you've got more cells for us to see.
Well, you're a rocker, you know.
I
You know
my
Paul
glasses
Abdul?
to look at these.
Paul Abdul?
Oh, I love Paul Abdul.
Dancing with the Cat?
I did not see this film, but he's blowing smoke on a face.
Look
no,
at
he's
that.
not. Where's
Look
that
at
smoke
that.
coming from? Oh, it's coming out of a brazier.
Right there.
How in God's name did they do that?
And then the cigarette, we draw the cigarette on there. So she just took the cigarette out of his mouth.
Oh.
And he blew the smoke in her face.
Let me see this.
There you go.
I never knew how animation worked. This is so simple. So this is the same technique they would use for like Roger Rabbit, right?
Yeah, and Mary Poppins, that type of thing.
That's incredible. And you drew this?
Yes.
Incredible.
And then he pushes her down on the car seat later. I drew that.
Oh, this looks a bit risque.
No. Well,
no, look what's going on
it's
here.
cut off just in time.
All right. So he doesn't actually hurt this poor woman, right? I like Paul Abdul.
She's pretending he's there. He's not
she's
really
a good
there.
singer. And then who's this?
Oh, He-Man.
Oh, that is
Here you
He-Man.
go. I got to work on He-Man and She-Ra. I got to work with at Filmation for 4 years. It was wonderful. I love that job. Drawing pictures all day?
Yeah, it kind of looks
How's
like
that?
you. He-Man. You could do He-Man. You just got to shave the beard off and have this little companion with you.
And put some weight on.
No. You just need the sword and that nice pink tunic, and you're set.
Okay.
No,
I'm not
I
going to
think
argue
you
with
should do
that.
it. I think you should do it. So we're going to look at some more stuff in a moment, but I think we're going to get back to the movie King of the Zombies. And you like zombies, right?
I do.
Right,
Scary
so do I.
stuff.
Only if they're cooked right. Be right back.
Mr. Bill, Mr. Mac.
What's the matter? What happened?
Everything happened. The first it was zombies, and then it was ants, and now it's a lady ghost. She come right through that wall.
Now, look, Jeff, the first couple of times was funny, but now you're going too far.
Oh, no, I ain't, Mr. Bill. She walked right through that wall.
Oh, it's your imagination. Go on back to bed.
Imagination? Why, Mr. Bill, my imagination ain't that strong. Why, imagination couldn't drop this, could it? Look at that.
What is it? It's an earring. Where did you say she went?
She walked right through that wall, just like it wasn't there. Right here, Mr. Bill. I'll show it to you, too. She walked right through this wall here, and don't ask me how she done it.
It's solid as a rock. Yeah, it gets me. Any idea who she was?
I didn't ask the lady her name. I was doing pretty good just looking.
What do you say, Bill? You still think he's crazy?
Well, I'll tell you better in the morning. Now, next time you see anything like that, hang on to it.
If I do, it's got to catch up with me first.
Nothing doing. Looks like even the doorknobs are haunted around this joint.
Well, I'm going to find out what this is all about right now.
Oh, Mr. Bill, with all these ants around here, does we have to go looking for them?
Well, you can stay here, Jeff.
No, sir. Wherever thou goes, I'll go. I hope it ain't too far.
Well, keep your eyes open.
Let's have a look downstairs.
The tombs.
We better split up.
You don't mean 3 ways. Mr. Bill, I think 2 is better.
Look, Jeff, where did you say you saw those things?
Oh, Mr. Bill, you ain't going down in that zombie nest.
Where is it?
Oh, back in the kitchen?
That's for me. All right, I'll look around up here. Okay, come on, Jeff.
Who, me? No, sir. Oh, Mr. Mac, I ain't got no business down there.
Pipe down. You gotta show me the way.
Does I have to? Can I draw you a map or something?
Oh, go ahead, Jeff. You're wasting your time.
Oh, my goodness. Right out of the skillet into the frying pan. I couldn't win tonight if I had crooked back. I never had it.
It's you. Do you always sneak up on people like that?
Not always. Tonight it seems to be the custom. I thought I'd return your call. You mind?
My call?
It's rather late for research, isn't it?
There were some things I had to know.
So I noticed. When you want to know a thing, you really go after it, don't you?
Would you mind please telling me what you're driving at?
Not at all. This prowling act of yours, what's the idea?
Oh, it's my aunt. I'm so worried about her.
She is hypnotized, isn't she?
I don't know. I think so. You don't think I did it, do you?
Well, I'm in no position to accuse anybody of anything.
Look, Mr. Summers, I've got to get my aunt off this island. She's been this way ever since she came here. I'm afraid if we don't do something soon, something dreadful is going to happen to all of us.
Well, I've got to trust somebody around here, that's a cinch. But in order to help you, you've got to help us.
Oh, I'll do anything. Anything I can.
Well, we think Dr. Sangre has a radio transmitter concealed on this island.
I've thought that for a long while. I don't know where he keeps it, but there must be one because he's always getting messages from somewhere.
Do you think you could find it?
I'll try.
Swell.
We'd better get back to our rooms. Is there anything else?
Not now.
I'll see you in the morning.
Where'd those zombies come from?
They didn't. They sprouted. Just like mushrooms.
With a description like that, they ought to be very easy to find.
That's just what I'm afraid of.
Come on, let's have a look around.
Not me. I'm gonna stay right here. The tropic sure gives a man a color. Don't do that, Mr. Mack. You know my heart can't stand it. You know one thing, Mr. Mack, you see? Wow! Miss Mack! Miss Mack! Miss Mack! Mr. Bill, the zombies got Mr. Mack.
You all right, Mac? Yeah, looks like I pulled another Brannigan.
That's not so bad. It's just a bump.
Yeah, 2 cracks on the bean in one night. How am I doing?
I heard someone cry out.
It was me, and I wasn't dreaming.
Oh, yes, we thought we heard something, Doctor. We came down here to investigate.
So?
Yeah, I got tangled up with one of your 8 men and got the worst of the argument.
Too bad. I should have warned you. Some of my servants act as guards at night.
You sure it wasn't a zombie?
Ridiculous.
Well, he knows it wasn't a zombie, Doctor. It was our fault. We should have taken your advice and stayed where we belonged.
You're a sensible man, Mr. Summers.
Oh, let's go back to bed, fellas. I'm sorry. This won't happen again.
Vincent, Mr. Livingston, and Tangela. This is Scott from Saddlebrook, New Jersey, and the show is awesome. Been watching for the past 2 years, and I'm so glad you're on YouTube. Keep up the creepy creature features. Have a good one, and always rock on.
This is Livingston, and you're watching Creature Features. Not now. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to your favorite show, Creature Features. It's my favorite show. I don't know if it's their favorite show. I hope it's their favorite show, because if it's not, they're wasting their time staying up so late, right? I don't know. Anyways, the film King of the Zombies. Dave Woodman is watching this with me, and you know this film was nominated for an Academy Award.
Fantastic.
For the soundtrack, no less, the music.
Good job.
Theme song. Well, I didn't do it, but I think they should have
You
won
got
it.
the movie.
No. I don't think it's the only zombie movie ever made that ever was nominated for an Academy Award. I don't think Night of the Living Dead was even nominated.
Sensational.
I know. Not really. All right. You brought more stuff.
I did.
Oh, my goodness.
The Munsters.
No, give me one. Feed them to me. Feed them to me. The Munsters. One of my favorite shows of all time.
And the Orinda.
You drew this.
The Orinda Theater has pins of the Munsters. This size.
So you took this art and you made pins.
The Orinda Theater did.
And the Orinda Theater did. Well, I hope they're paying you for these because it's your art. I could see
Mine.
it's the same.
Yes.
The Munsters. Are you a fan?
I am.
You know, we
Very
had this
much.
bloke on.
Butch.
Butch was on, and then we're hoping to get this
She's
young
nice.
lady
She'll
on.
come.
No.
She'll do it, I'm sure.
Oh no, she lives close by.
Yeah.
I mean, only like 2 states away. My favorite show. One of my favorite shows. That's fantastic. All right, I'm going to pass these back to you,
Sure.
and you pass one to me.
Go again?
Oh, this is. Just sit right back and you hear a tale.
Russell Johnson was probably in some of your movies here on Creature Features.
Oh, and Russell Johnson. He did a lot of stuff, didn't he? A lot of horror
The
films.
director of Creature from Black Lagoon.
I think
directed
you
Gilligan's Island.
absolutely captured Mr. Howell's face.
Thank you.
That is his mug. You know, Livingston makes this face continuously. It's a true story. Typically, when I say, "Hey, Livingston, take me down to the pub," this is the face he makes. It's the same every single time. This is
It does look
fabulous.
familiar.
And then one last one. What do we got?
The Arena Theater has this one too. It's the Golden Girls.
The Golden Girls. Now, this movie, I don't know if it's before or after my time. TV show. I've never watched this one before.
You've never watched the Golden Girls?
Oh, that's Betty White.
Yes.
All right, I've seen this. Betty White, I love her. Oh, she's still alive, right?
Yeah, she's the one of all those. She's the
No,
one. You
Betty-
picked out the right one that's still alive.
She's a national treasure.
Yes, she is.
I think the day she finally goes, and I hope it's a long time off, they're going to build something like the Lincoln Memorial for Betty White. I
think they should.
I have no doubt.
I think they should.
No, she has quite a following. You know, if we could get Betty White on this program, I think we'd get at least 7 more viewers. Besides the 7 we have now, we would have 7 more. It would double overnight.
Why not?
All right, cards. What are these? You make cards as well, greeting cards?
My friend does. Vinylpharmacy.com made
But you
these cards.
did the art.
I did the art. But he see, you scan this with your phone. You scan this with your phone and it plays a little song for you.
How does that work?
Isn't that cool? Well, I'll show you later.
The card plays the song, or your
Do
phone
you have
plays?
phones on here? I don't think they're invented yet.
We only get 1 bar.
There you go.
Right, so if it requires internet, we're like in the dial-up days. All right, so we got Mickey Mouse, and this, of course, you drew.
I did.
It's your art on somebody else's card.
Yes.
And then we've got, I know this bloke.
You
I
know
literally
him.
know this bloke.
He knows him.
Tom Petty.
Tom Petty,
Right?
absolutely.
The Tom Petty. Yeah, he died. I don't know why. Oh, no, he had more
He
music
never did
to
that
make.
before.
He had much more music in him. He went too soon. And then this last one looks like Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
Guess what song that plays?
And it plays that song. Of course it does. You know, it would be terrible if it played that monkey attacking song with the witch.
I like that better, actually.
What was his song? How did it go? I
That
know
was
these
it.
things.
That was it.
No, I'm a big fan of movie soundtracks. Judy Garland. That's another one that went too soon. Too bad. All right, we got to get back to the film, but when we come back, we're going to see more stuff, maybe, or just talk some more. Anyways, you guys stay with us, because we're going to be right back. Don't go away.
You know, this stump don't look half bad in the daylight.
Yeah, it almost makes last night seem like it didn't happen.
Don't kid yourself. That earring happened.
You know, I'm beginning to believe this thing was dropped on purpose.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Howdy.
I think you dropped this last night.
That? Oh, no, that belongs to my aunt. I'm so glad I was able to find you alone. There's something I've got to tell you.
What is it?
It's about last night. There's a...
Good morning. Having an interesting conversation, my dear?
Miss Winslow was just telling us about your island.
That's right.
Oh, how thoughtful of her. Did you sleep well last night?
Well as we could with the storm and all.
Good. I took the liberty of having some breakfast sent to your room. I hope you didn't mind.
Not at all. It was an unexpected treat.
You seem to admire my wife's earrings.
Oh, I was just,
My wedding present to her.
Very unique.
Quite so. I dare say there's not another pair like them in the world.
Really?
They were among the few possessions which we were allowed to take out of the old country.
You don't say.
Well, while you are here, I want you to feel perfectly at ease and do as you like. What are your plans for today?
I'm going down and take a look at the plane.
Yes, we're anxious to see what damage was done by the crash last night.
I see.
Would you care to join us, Miss Winslow?
Oh, I would love to.
No. That would be quite impossible. My niece assists me as my secretary. We have a lot of work to do, my dear.
Some other time, perhaps.
Certainly. Shall we go, Mac?
I'm all for it.
Enjoy yourselves. But don't forget luncheon at noon.
Thanks, Doctor.
Bill, let's have a look at that earring.
They're the same, all right.
The only pair like him in the world, huh? I don't get it.
Neither do I. Barbara didn't drop it. Madame Sangre couldn't have, apparently. Who did?
This is the most cockeyed racket I ever bumped into.
Well, I'm for getting out of it as quick as possible. Let's get the radio started.
Bill, look there.
What about it?
Ain't that a fresh grave?
So what? You're in a cemetery where it's customary to bury people in fresh graves.
Yeah, but that's been dug since the storm last night.
Listen, are you getting those zombies on your mind, too? You and Jeff make a great pair.
You still don't get it. Take a look at that headstone. That guy was buried over a week ago, and somebody must have dug him up.
Come on.
Boy, will I be glad to get away from this joint. Well, it could have been worse. Hey, Mac, come here. What's the matter? Is it busted? How do you like that?
Somebody's dismantled it.
Dismantled it? I'll say they have. What next on this Devil's Island?
Mac, we're in a spot. I don't know why, but somebody's trying to hold us here.
Trying to hold us, is it? That Dr. Sangre and his druids and his zombies? He better not try to pull any of his black magic on me.
Calm down, Mac. Raving isn't going to get us anywhere.
I'm going to find that Doc.
Are you crazy? Do anything now to make him suspicious? No telling what he might do. Take it easy until we find out what he's up to.
Well, maybe you're right. But there's one thing I can do, and I'm going to do it right now.
I said take it easy.
All I'm going to do is try and find that generator we heard humming last night.
Hey, that's an idea. The old man's got a radio hidden away someplace. We could sure use it. Let's go.
You better let me handle this. Like you said, we don't want to make anybody suspicious. And with two of us snooping around, it mightn't look so hot.
Okay. I'll go back to the house and try to get Barbara away from Doc long enough to find out what she was trying to tell us. Think you can handle it alone?
A cinch. It's right up my alley. My old man used to be a cop.
Tahama,
Yes, master.
how much longer?
Soon, master, soon. Voodoo magic works slow, but it is sure.
The Admiral has fainted. Your magic is no good. It puts him to sleep.
I am Mamalai, high voodoo priestess. I sent him in trance, so he talk.
Too slow. He has valuable information, which we must have at once. The three men upstairs may be in the Secret Service. You must make him talk, Tahama. Dr. Sangre ruft X402. Dr. Sangre ruft X402.
Portions of this program are sponsored by DoorTech, distributor of quality commercial doors nationwide. Tangela, I don't want you to hurt yourself.
Have another piece of pie, honey lamb?
Already had 2.
You already had 6, but does you want another one?
Well, if you insist.
Boy, you're the most pious man I ever did see.
Ain't it the truth?
I bet you none of them gals in Harlem never baked you no pie like that.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, you ain't so smart. I had me a beau once, and he wasn't no common old valet like you neither.
Is that so?
He was an ex-porter.
Ex-porter?
That's right.
Now, that's fine. What did he handle?
Bags. On the Pullman train.
What become of him?
He was killed by a revolving crane.
A revolving crane? Mm-hmm. Y'all sure have some fierce birds around this country. Do you miss him much?
Not much. I sees him every now and then.
Who's that?
He's Lazarus. That zombie you met last night.
Oh, Lazarus, that boy? Hmm?
Jeff.
Oh, it's you, Mr. Bill. You sure give me a turn.
Have you seen Mac? He's been missing since early this morning.
No, sir, I ain't seen him. You don't think nothing happened to him?
I don't know what to think.
Don't mind me, Mr. Bill. I'm on your side.
You think we better go look for him?
All right. Before we go, run upstairs and get my gun in the bag, will you?
Well, you gonna shoot somebody?
Now, don't ask any questions. Meet me in the library.
Yes, sir. Oh, excuse me, Mr. Doctor, I'm in the wrong room. No, I ain't either. This is Mr. Bill's room. What you doing going through his bag?
Jeff, I was looking for you.
Looking for me? In there?
I've got something to show you.
You got something to show me?
That's right.
I know, Mr. Doctor, but I got business elsewhere.
Nonsense. This is far more important.
Oh, not to me, Mr. Doctor. What is the matter? Oh, Doctor.
Watch.
That's where that lady went.
What lady?
The ghost lady.
The ghost lady?
Yes, she went right through there.
Come.
Now, wait a minute, Doc. Now, wait a minute, Mr. Sandra. Mr. Bill ain't gonna like this. Where's you taking me?
What?
Where's we going?
Jeff, get a move on. We got... You again. What are you doing in here? Where's Jeff?
I wouldn't know, sir.
It's gone. You know about this, you devil. Give me that gun.
I have no gun, sir.
Don't lie to me. Somebody has. Where's Jeff? Where is he? And Mac, what's happened to him?
I wouldn't know, sir.
You're gonna tell me or I'll...
I said I wouldn't know, sir.
You wouldn't spill it if you didn't know. I'm gonna find him if I have to search every inch of this island.
Yes, sir.
Look at this watch. See it move. Watch it. You have seen nothing. You know nothing. Repeat after me. I have seen nothing. I know nothing.
I have seen nothing. I knows nothing.
I don't even know my name.
I don't even know my name.
I am dead.
I is.
Repeat. I am dead.
I am dead.
I am dead. I have returned to the land of the living. I am a zombie. I am a zombie. I am a zombie.
I am a zombie. I am a zombie. I am a zombie.
Get over there where you belong.
Yes, sir. Move over, boys. I'm one of the gang now.
Mac! Jeff! Mac! Mac, where are you? Jeff?
Aunt Alice, think. Think hard. Remember. Try to remember. Oh, you've got to get over this. You must speak to me. You must. No.
So you're mixed up in this mess, too.
Oh, no, I was only trying to...
I know what you were trying to do. I thought Dr. Sangre was responsible for that. Now I see it's you.
Oh, no, I'm only trying to undo what already has been done.
By hypnotizing her still further?
But it's the only way. You must believe me.
I wouldn't believe you or anybody else in this madhouse. I suppose next you and your vultures will be after me.
Next?
Don't pretend that you don't know what happened to Jeff and Mac.
I know it. Look.
Mac! He's sick. Get some brandy. Mac, tell me what's the matter. What happened? Where have you been? It doesn't do any good. Well, I hope you're satisfied.
No, I didn't.
I saw your friend enter from the jungle. Is anything the matter?
What do you think?
Well, let's have a look. I was afraid of that. He has contracted a very rare and dangerous jungle fever.
Is that so?
It paralyzes the motor region of his brain. He must have medical attention at once.
But you're a doctor. See what you can do about it.
I'm sorry, it's beyond my powers.
I thought so. You're going to let him die.
Not at all. There is a native doctor in the village who knows more about this than I do. We'll send for him at once.
I see.
Find Mamba and send for Dr. Kuyi.
Yes, Doctor.
You better put him to bed. Mr. Summers, this is Dr. Kuyi.
Charmed, Mr. Summers, I'm sure.
How do you do, Doctor?
Dr. Kuyi was educated in your country, America.
Precisely. This is the patient, I presume?
Yes, make it snappy, will you, Doctor?
I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do.
Nothing. Are you sure?
Positive. This man has been dead since morning.
This is Livingston, and you're watching Creature Features. Stay tuned. This portion of Creature Features is brought to you by CreatureFeatureStore.com, the official merchandiser of Creature Feature accessories.
Tell me, Dave Woodman, Disney animator, the woman in white, is she a ghost or a zombie?
I haven't figured that out yet either. What do you think?
You know, I would think it's a ghost.
A ghost and a zombie in the same movie.
You know, zombies are horrid, and she did not seem as horrid as a zombie should be. So,
okay.
Ghosts can be, somewhat classy and, move nicely, graceful. I don't know. This movie was made in 1941, and I was not. I was made well after 1941, so this time confuses me. All right, you have a treasure box on my table.
I do.
What in this treasure box? Oh, treasure!
There you go.
My goodness.
I hiked down the mountain where the car crashed from It's a Mad, 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 Mad World, the beginning car crash. Jimmy Durante goes off the cliff.
Wait.
Yeah?
You did what?
I hiked down the mountain where the car crashed. In the movie, It's a Mad, 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 Mad World.
This rocky cliff?
Yes. And I found car parts. See, this is glass off the car. So I make jewels.
No, show me this. I don't understand.
There you go.
So the car from Mad, 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 Mad World was never recovered.
No, they just
after it went off the cliff.
They left. It was wilderness then. They didn't sweep up the pieces. So I went. I didn't know I would find them. I went with a friend.
And so this is glass from that vehicle.
It is.
And this is the one that not Spencer Tracy. Was it?
Jimmy Durante.
Jimmy Durante. I love that film. So just the pendant here, right?
Yes.
Right. Like you did not get these crystal beads.
No, but I added with the car, like the '57 Ford Fairlane.
Oh my goodness!
An actual
necklace. That was the actual.
That was the car they used. Yes.
So if I understand correctly, they drove the car off the cliff. It was compressed in the rocks, and you got the miniature version, and I'm just making a mess. Look at this. Yeah.
It's supposed to do that.
No, I think I'm beta testing your jewelry and finding the bugs in the design. Okay,
Really?
no, I understand. So you made the cars, no?
Well, no. I bought the cars, and then I used the cars to make the jewelry.
All right. So this is a piece of glass from
the car.
All right.
Your actual car.
I'll find that other
find
piece
it.
Livingston will sweep, and we'll find
Run
that other
around.
little car. This is incredible. So, and you made an entire box of jewelry?
Oh, I made more than this. I've done this for at least 5 years, 6 years now, 7.
And you're wearing one as well.
I am.
This is incredible. So do people like big fans of this movie contact you and say, I'm hoping to find a piece of jewelry made from the automobile that went off the cliff?
Not quite. They
Not
usually
quite?
don't know I exist. They
Well,
don't
they
know
will now.
They do. Yes, they do.
They absolutely will
all
now
I have
because
all I have to have is for people to know this is available. And they go for it anyway, but
these are available.
They have to track me down.
The car that went off the cliff.
My Etsy store, Dave Woodman Art on Etsy.
All right, we're going to put that up. It's what again?
Dave Woodman Art.
Dave Woodman Art, and then
one word on Etsy.com.
So, well, how does that work?
Well, you go in, and a lot of people have stores there. It's like a mall, only it's online.
Oh.
You know online
and
stuff
you can find
here?
thing like
Here?
this.
Way up in the mountains here, you
Etsy.
know online? Well, they have that down in Civilization.
It sounds like a word spelled backwards.
Yeah, it might
like
be.
Yeti.
Somebody's
spelled
wife.
No.
I don't know.
You know, if you go to Yeti.com, you cannot find things like this.
Never?
It's a known fact. It's true. It's true. That's absolutely incredible. All right, I'm told we have to finish this film.
We have to,
But when we come back, we're going to find out what you're doing next. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You are doing something next,
Yeah,
right?
oh,
Good.
yeah.
So are we. All right.
Am
Off
I?
we go. Back to King of the Zombies. We shall see you on the other end of the backside of the credits. See you soon.
I'm profoundly sorry about the death of your friend, Mr. Summers.
What has to be, I suppose. Did you have to bury him so soon?
It was out of my hands. The local law insists. The climate and something even worse makes it necessary.
You mean this voodoo zombie business, huh?
This voodoo magic is far more real than you think, Mr. Summers. You heard what Dr. Cui had to say.
No, but that's impossible. He's dead since morning.
Things like that have happened before on this island. There are even whisperings going on among the natives that he was bewitched.
Bewitched? But why? What for?
Maybe for prying into things that did not concern him.
Moment bitte, Doctor.
Come, Mr. Fott. Excuse me. What is it?
The radio. Word has just come through. They must have the Admiral's information at once.
We've got to make him talk.
We might perform the ceremony.
The rites of transmigration. Get everything ready. Inform Tahama. And get Madame Sangre to the dungeon.
Madame Sangre?
You heard me. Hurry.
Tahama, the ceremony später unten.
I'll be right along. I'll have to go. You've got to feed the zombies.
Me? I can't stand zombies, and you knows it.
Do as you're told. And you'd better set another plate, for we're going to have company for dinner.
Company? You mean there's a new one?
That's right. The Irishman from upstairs.
Well, I do declare. Imagine us having a white zombie for dinner.
Kid Zom.
What you doing in that lineup?
Don't bother me, woman. Can't you see I was a has-been?
A zombie?
Nothing else but. And don't ask me my name, 'cause I don't know. I don't know nothing.
You ain't no zombie. Zombies can't talk.
Can I help it 'cause I'm loquacious?
How'd you get this way?
I ain't telling nothing. All I know is that I joined the club. And as a member, I has privileges.
What privileges?
Privilege to get fed.
That ain't no new development with you.
Woman, where's my food?
There it is. Help yourself.
Company, come and get it.
Where's the white one?
What white one?
The one who flew the plane you come in. He's also one of the new recruits.
The only one I know about is the boys in my squad. Is this the best food you got?
The best? For zombies, that am the 6-bit deluxe special.
Just being a zombie sure is a drawback. Where's the salt?
You eats that the way it is and likes it. Zombies ain't supposed to use salt.
I thought you said...
I changed my mind.
That's more like it. Take it easy there, woman. I ain't no heroin.
Now eat.
Ooh, what is you trying to do, poison me?
How's you feeling?
How should I feel?
You ain't feeling dead, is you? 'Cause if you is, then you's a zombie.
And if I ain't?
Then you ain't no zombie. The rule says if a zombie uses salt, he dries up and gets dead again.
How do I look? How do I look?
Take a look for yourself.
Well, according to this, I ain't dead.
That's all I want to know. Then you ain't no zombie.
How you know?
'Cause when a zombie looks in the mirror, he don't see nothing.
That's me, all right. Well, I ain't no zombie after all. If I ain't no zombie, and there is, what am I doing here? What am I...
Hey, where you going?
Jeff, where have you been? What are you doing coming out of there?
One at a time, Mr. Bill. I just been reincarnated.
You what?
I just got de-zombified. That's the facts, Mr. Bill. But that's all I remember.
Jeff, you've got to remember. These zombies. Did you see any of them?
I just got through eating dinner with them.
Were any of them white?
Why do you ask me that? Samantha asked me the same thing down in the kitchen.
No, I was just thinking of Mac. They were in such a hurry to bury him.
Bury him? Is Mr. Mac dead? My goodness. Maybe he's the one that,
The one? Go on. What one?
I was digging in a graveyard. Can you imagine me digging in a graveyard?
What about the graveyard?
No. That couldn't have been me.
Oh, but Jeff, you've got...
What was that?
Sounded like a woman's scream.
What one?
I don't know, but it sounded like Barbara. I'll get the flashlight.
Off again.
Hairstyling for the show is provided by Restoration Hair in Santa Rosa.
This way. Madame Sangre. That's what you got for trying to warn us. Whoever did it can't be far away.
You mean can't be too far away?
Jeff, look.
Eyes, if you look, I ain't responsible for nothing you sees. Mr. Bill, ain't that a coffin?
It's Max.
You don't think he done joined up with his zombies, do you?
I don't know. But if that Sangre thinks he can use Mac's body to...
What's the matter?
Listen. What does that sound like to you?
I don't know, but it ain't Gene Krupa.
It's the same drums we heard the other night. Voodoo drums. We gotta find them.
Oh, Mr. Bill, ain't we found enough in one day?
After this, there's no telling what he's up to. Mac might be... Come on.
I'm coming. Mr. Bill, does we have to do this?
Quiet, Jeff.
I ain't said a word.
In there. Jeff, you were down here. Don't you remember how you got in?
I can't remember.
Think hard, Jeff. We've got to get in there.
Now, let me think.
Admiral Wainwright, what were your orders?
To go.
Stop! Stop! Mamba, you fool! She was just going to talk.
Unbelievers. Outsiders come in.
Get them!
Mac, go back. It's Bill. Bill Summers, your pal. Go back. Mac, go back.
Mac, stop! Stop them!
Did you contact the Coast Guard all right, Admiral?
They'll be aboard here for us in the morning. Now, how's your friend?
Well, those bullets didn't help him any. He'll need a little patching up when that Coast Guard cutter gets here. But he says he's raring to go again. Say, by the way, how did that insane doctor manage to get you on this island?
Well, he brought our plane down with a false radio beam. Killed the crew and tortured me to get information about our canal zone fortifications for his government. He didn't succeed at first. And then he decided to try this voodoo business.
Oh, you mean those rites of transmigration he talked about?
Yes, that's right. You see, he tried to transfer the Admiral's information to my brain. He was completely mad on the subject of hypnotism. Half the island was under his spell.
First, he tried to use Madame Sangre as a subject. And when she broke under the strain, he used Barbara. I hate to think what might have happened if you hadn't turned those zombies against him.
You and me both. If there's one thing that I wouldn't want to be twice, zombies is both of them.
What a way to go, pushed into a pit by zombies. You know, I think that's a better way to zombie die than being eaten alive, right?
I agree.
You know, pushed. It's a
He had
rather
it
merciful
coming.
way.
He had it coming.
He did have it coming. What'd you think about the ending? Oh, she didn't like it. You know, she gets sad sometimes when the mad scientist dies. It's a very sad thing. It is.
I've got something for her. This will cheer you up. I know you like octopus.
Oh,
and
she
plush.
loves octopi.
And I worked on Ursula. There you go.
Oh my goodness, look at that. I need to keep octopi around so that when we have sad endings for films, we can cheer her up. Wonderful.
I can bring a lot of those.
It's very nice of you. No, that you should see her octopi collection. It's ridiculous. No, we've got octopi everywhere. Even real ones sometimes. She brings them up, she puts them in the tub.
Really?
I tell her, no, they need
see
salt water. She doesn't quite understand that concept yet. But, she puts them back in the bag. It's all right. It's all right. All right, Dave, so what do you got going on next?
Pumpkinmaze.com, Deloso Family Farm.
What is this?
I like to work at the Deloso Family Farm. I work there every year that I can. And,
do you pick tomatoes? I mean, what do you do?
I draw pictures. People come to me. They want me to draw Disney characters, or they want me to draw their family.
Maze. So you said pumpkinmaze.com. Oh, it's a Halloween thing.
Yes, for October.
And it's a maze of pumpkins?
It's the Deloso Family Farm.
Right. I get this, but is there like pumpkins stacked up and you go between
You've
pumpkins?
never been to this?
I've been to a cornfield one, but never to one that was a maze made by pumpkins.
They have that too.
Oh.
They have the corn. They have. Oh, you'll like it.
Pumpkin maze and
Can
corn
I see you
maze.
there this year? Hopefully.
I would love to go.
Hopefully.
This is a Halloween thing, so we have to wait.
Oh yeah, they're open for October.
Oh, that's wonderful. And you go there and you do sketches? And
I do, one after the next. It's great.
Oh my goodness. Well, I hope you take a break to go through the pumpkin maze.
I don't know. I'm too busy making people
Corn
happy.
maze.
One after the next. They
so
love
wonderful. That's so wonderful. All right. Well, that's a good and noble thing. And then I'm sure you're doing more animation jobs as they come up now and then.
Every chance I get.
All right. All right. Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Dave Woodman, for coming on the show. And I hope next time you're in town, you'll come back and visit us again.
Oh, yes. I'll bring you. I could bring a bigger Ursula every time.
A bigger Ursula would make her bigger smile, for sure. All right. Thanks again. As far as you guys go, thank you so much for staying up till, 11 o'clock? You know, it's not too late if you're in California, but if you're on the East Coast, it's a bit late for you, is it not? Get some sleep. You've got a big day tomorrow. No, I got a big day. I hope you do as well. We'll see you next week. So, Dave, you know, I was looking at that Munsters sketch you did, and it's absolutely beautiful. I was wondering if you might ever consider doing like a sketch like that of us.
Well, everybody asked me that, you know? Everybody asked me.
Oh my goodness!